your forewarned weather.
Good afternoon, Utah, and happy Friday. The time is currently 12:44. We're going to start off by taking a live look outside Red Cliffs Lodge in Moab, where it really just does not get much better than this. It's currently sitting at 40 degrees, and just about all the snow that we picked up in Moab earlier this week has since melted away, but you still got that little bit of residual snow on the Red Rock. A really pretty view on this early Friday afternoon. But you want to talk about a really pretty view. How about Mount Ogden, Snow Basin? Folks are coming down the mountain, a fresh coat of snow over the last few days. You absolutely love to see it. And if you're heading up to the mountains today, enjoy. There's still probably pockets of powder to enjoy, but another day you probably just want to avoid the backcountry as the avalanche risk does remain elevated. Temperatures at this point are mainly sitting in the 30s and 40s, and in northern Utah we're going to see daytime highs in the 30s and 40s with mainly 40s and 50s down south. We'll get you caught up on your temperatures in just a moment. You probably have noticed, though, we are seeing quite a bit of cloud coverage across the state. Most of it is mid-level and high-level clouds. We're currently under a ridge of high pressure that's moving from west to east, and by tomorrow the storm system off the California coastline will be working its way in our direction and will drag in moisture along with it. So this weekend will bring a better chance of wet weather, with today mainly bringing calm and cool and cloudy conditions across the state. As mentioned, 30s and 40s up north for daytime highs and mainly 40s and 50s down south. And then tonight, we'll keep the cloud coverage around as overnight lows will drop to almost what we had early this morning. We'll get to 43 degrees in Salt Lake City, while in Park City we'll see a daytime high of 41. That's well above our average in the Wasatch Back. And because we'll be looking at temperatures similar in the Wasatch Back to the Wasatch Front, don't be surprised if you notice a little bit of haze building in our northern Utah valleys. 30s and 40s in central Utah, 48 for Green River, 37 in Vernal, and 38 in East Carbon, while in southern Utah we'll see a daytime high range anywhere from 42 in Monticello to 43 in Bryce Canyon, 51 Lake Powell, 50 in Beaver, and a daytime high of 60 degrees in St. George. That sounds lovely. In between this afternoon and tonight for Sundance up in Park City, those temperatures will slowly be falling through the 30s, and by 10 o'clock, we could still be above freezing. Pretty nice evening if you want to spend some time outside in Park City, maybe in between films. Let's begin the Futurecast, and I'll start this at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Calm conditions persist as we go through today, a good amount of cloud coverage across the state. Then by tomorrow morning, moisture will start to increase, and I think this is one of our more optimistic forecast models. What it shows is scattered showers across northern Utah, valley rain and mountain snow, because temperatures tomorrow will be similar compared to what we're finding out there today. Isolated showers down south. Then as we move our way into our Sunday, we kind of do a little bit of a flip-flop where the best chance of wet weather looks like it's going to be in southern Utah with isolated activity up north. Keep in mind as we go throughout this weekend, it's not going to be nonstop wet weather, and in fact, some of you might not find much in the way of wet weather to begin with, but over recent forecast model runs, they're becoming a little bit more optimistic that we'll see a little bit more in the way of widespread moisture. So temperatures are going to be warm when the system comes in, and those snow levels will be quite high for this time of year. We'll be looking at mainly 5,500 feet and higher in northern Utah, and could climb by tomorrow afternoon and evening to 7,500 feet in northern Utah, while through this weekend we'll mainly be talking about a snow level above 7,000 feet in the southern portion of the state. The further north you go, the less likely it is our mountains are going to see that high accumulating snow, but north of I-80 in the mountains, we could see maybe 2 inches plus. We could see several inches plus for the southern Wasatch Mountains, while the central and southern mountains could likely pick up over several inches of snow. So we'll be looking at active weather this weekend with scattered activity, and the active weather could continue into early next week with daytime highs staying fairly consistent. And St. George will be around 60 degrees this afternoon, and as that moisture begins to increase, daytime highs will ease down at least a little bit closer to where they should be for this time of year. Isolated activity tomorrow for St. George with scattered rain showers Sunday into Monday. Isolated on Tuesday, then a little bit drier and just a fraction warmer by the middle and second half of next week. Along the Wasatch Front, daytime highs low to mid 40s today, mostly cloudy skies, near freezing tonight. Then daytime highs from the weekend into early next week, mainly in the mid 40s with a chance of either isolated to scattered rain showers through the weekend, a slight chance on Monday. Then we'll be looking at more wet weather potential through the middle of next week with daytime highs maybe easing down just a little bit by next Wednesday and Thursday.